Okay, in this video, we're going to be looking at solving absolute value equations. And as you can see, there's quite a few operations that we need to deal with in order to isolate the variable, as well as knowing how to remove the absolute value bars. Now, you've looked at a couple of examples in other videos thus far. This just has more operations to deal with, as well as the fractions. So let's start isolating the absolute value bars as we have in the other examples. Anytime you're solving an absolute value equation, you're going to do that first. I'm going to remove the positive 7 first by subtracting 7 from both sides. That'll leave me with just the multiplier out front. And a positive 3 on the other side. Then I can remove this multiplier by dividing it right off of this expression on the left, and also do that same division on the right side. At that point, this is gone, and all you have is the expression inside the absolute value bars, which again, that's the first thing you want to do, is isolate the expression inside the bar so that there's nothing being multiplied, nothing being added or subtracted. Once you've done that, then you can think about what the procedure was for removing this expression from inside the bars. And that is done as you saw in the last couple of examples in the previous video. Take the expression out, creating two equations as you do so. One will be created by setting this expression equal to the positive form of this number on the right-hand side, and the other equation will be using that same expression that was inside the absolute value bars, but setting it equal to the negative version, the negative of that value that was on the right-hand side. And then, at this point, you could either get rid of the fractions or you can continue to work the problem with the fractions. I'm going to work it the way it is. I'm not going to multiply by the LCD this time. Or like I said, you could do that. I'm going to just move this 1 over here. You could use your calculator if you need to, but I just got rid of the 1. That left me with negative 3/4, negative 3/4 x. And then over here, this is 3/4 minus 4/4. Although, again, you could put this in your calculator, 3/4 minus 1, and you'll get negative 1/4. If you're good enough with your fractions, just do it by hand. Then the last step here, in order to completely isolate the x for this particular equation, would be to multiply by the same signed reciprocal. So if you're seeing a negative 3/4 here, you want what you're multiplying by to have the same sign so that the negative will go away. And you want to use the reciprocal so that you're getting rid of this 3 as well as the 4 all in one shot. Okay, remember that what you multiply the left by, you're also going to multiply the right by. Okay, so that'll get rid of this. Those cancel. These cancel. Negative times negative is positive. X, just what we want. And then over here, negative times negative is positive. So those are gone. The 4s are gone. You're left with 1/3. Okay, that's one of your solutions. Solving this equation on the right where we were using the negative form of this value. Again, I'm just not going to mess around with the LCDs this time. I'm just going to move this 1 over here. So that's gone, and you have negative 3/4 x. So it's negative 3/4. You're subtracting 1. Again, you can put this in your calculator, or you can just think of this as 3/4 minus 4/4. 1 is the same thing as 4/4. So negative 3/4 take away 4/4 would be the same thing as negative 3 take away 4, negative 7/4. And then in an effort to completely isolate that x, you have to get rid of the fraction that's in front of it, and only then will it be considered finding the actual solution. So again, I want the 3 to go away, the 4 to go away, and the negative to go away. So multiply by the same sign, but use the reciprocal as the multiplier. If you've multiplied by negative 4/3 on this side, then you have to multiply by negative 4/3 on this side as well. This will cancel. These will cancel. Remember, you're multiplying. That is not subtraction. This is negative 4/3 times negative 3/4. So the 3's cancel, the 4's cancel. Negative times negative is positive x. Over here, negative times negative is positive 28 on the numerators, and then the denominators are 12. You could reduce right at this point if you want to, before multiplying, so that would mean the 4's cancel, and your most reduced answer would be 7/3. So you can either reduce here or you can reduce at this point. Okay, so the solution set is positive 1/3, positive 7/3. And that's it.